Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very interesting video because I feel like I haven't seen many videos on this topic personally, and I watch a lot of YouTube, but I haven't seen really any videos about this topic, which is Stan Twitter. And I think that the reason why I haven't seen people talk about this topic is because a lot of people are reasonable. To be on Stan Twitter, you have to have a screw loose because it is an insane place. So yeah, if you're not on Stan Twitter, do not feel bad whatsoever. You have a life. I and many of the other people on Stan Twitter, we can all attest that we do not. So I wanted to make a video about the worst parts of Stan Twitter, and I just wanted to talk about the things that we don't talk about really, or that we don't say out loud. We usually just tweet it, and so it's weird talking about it out loud. But anyways, before I do get into this video, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below what you think of Stan Twitter and everything like that, what you think of the topics that I talk about in this video, and please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for 300 subscribers. We're almost at 400, which is insane. So just thank you so much for all of the love that I've received on my past few videos. I've just been overwhelmed with how great the response has been, and I just hope that I continue to just make good content that you want to keep coming back to and seeing. So if you do enjoy the content that I create, please do go ahead and subscribe. And so yeah, let's just go ahead and get into this video. So Stan Twitter. If you don't know what a stan is, let me just break it down. The word stan came from an Eminem song, I'm pretty sure, where like there's a song that Eminem made a long time ago where he's like writing a letter to himself. He's like basically in the point of view of a crazy obsessed fan, and his fan's name is Stan, and he's like a fan of Eminem, and he's writing to himself and like rapping to himself about how much he loves Eminem. And that's where we kind of got the word stan. It's more than a fan. You can be a fan of someone. Like, I'm a fan of many people. I like many people. As weird as that may seem, as crazy as that may seem, I like a lot of celebrities. I do. I think I like to like people. But then there's a level of being a stan, and I am definitely a stan. The first person and the main person that I stan is Justin Bieber, which I think a lot of you might be surprised by. But one day I'm going to do a video of like how I got into Justin. I already made a video like that, but I think I may redo it. But anyways, yeah, Justin Bieber. I'm pretty much a Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber stan. I'm an Ariana Grande stan. I stan Paramore. Paramore is my favorite band ever. Who else do I stan? I stan Tom Holland and Zendaya. So those are the people that I stan personally, for personal reasons. There are like YouTubers that I feel like I kind of stan, but those are like the main celebrities that I stan. And I have been in the stan community since before it became a thing, really. Before the term was even coined. I guess I'm like an older stan. I see a lot of like younger stans on my Twitter feed and everything, and I have a Stan Twitter myself. I haven't actually been on Stan Twitter for that long because I didn't have social media for that long. But yeah, I've just kind of been in the space of like Stan Twitter, Stan Instagram, all of that for a while. So I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about with this entire topic. I just wanted to give you a little bit of my own personal background so you understood the stuff that like I see it. I know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. So I composed a few things that there are a lot of things that I hate about Stan Twitter. That's why I can only be on Stan Twitter for a certain amount of time. I have to get off of my Twitter at one point because I can't, like, my brain cells literally deteriorate. I mean, it's like a fun deterioration, but I just have to get off Stan Twitter after a certain point. And so, yeah, there are just a lot of things that I really do. They annoy me. There's a lot of things about Stan Twitter that annoys me. And these are the top ones that I have picked. The top ones that irritate me the most out of everything. And Stan Twitter, if you know about it, is a very irritating place. So these ones are like high on that list. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the actual list of things, of the worst things about Stan Twitter. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and start off with streaming wars. Now, if you don't know what a streaming war is, it's pretty much most of the people on Stan Twitter who stan anybody, they stan musicians. Musicians, I feel like, are the easiest people to stan because they are very open about who they are. They make music that is personal, and so you really get to know the musician, and therefore you know, really start to love them, or even honestly really start to hate them, depending on which musician, celebrity it is. And so, you know, streaming wars are very big on Stan Twitter. And you see it a lot with stans that hate each other, like Ariana Grande versus Selena Gomez stans. That's a big thing. Justin Bieber stans versus Selena Gomez stans. That is a huge thing. And there's actually going to be a streaming war in like January because they're both dropping music in January, which we all know who's going to win that. I mean, the person who actually has talent. You can pick out of the two who that is. But anyways, the stan in me just came out in that statement. But anyways, streaming wars are so idiotic to me, and here is why. Because a lot of the times, other people from other fandoms, so let's say like, you know, Taylor Swift fans, they don't like Justin Bieber. So what they're going to do is they're going to stream music that they don't even like, right? Like stream music that they wouldn't even have cared about if it weren't for the fact that Justin Bieber was releasing music at the same time. So they're going to start streaming Selena Gomez's album, not because they like Selena Gomez or not because they wanted to listen to that album anyways, but because they wanted to block somebody else's success. And I think that is just idiotic and just dumb. I think it's just dumb. I don't like the whole mentality of like, let's just stream music to stream music because we want this. It becomes less about the music and more about you're feeding into the industry machine that everybody hates. Like you're feeding into the whole idea of like streaming being the main thing that makes somebody an actually good artist. That streaming music doesn't prove anything. Do you know how many musicians are, or not, I wouldn't even call musicians, like artists, maybe a lot of artists who get a lot of streams but who are not artists? Cardi B, for example. Come on, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that woman does not make her own music, but she's always at the top of the charts. Why? I don't know. That could all be debated. Some people say payola. Some people say, you know, it's just because she has catchy music. Whatever it may be, streaming an artist streams does not mean that they're the most amazing artist. Like, I mean, my favorite artist is Paramore. They don't have any type of streams compared to like Justin Bieber, and I stan Justin Bieber, but I think that Paramore has better music. I'm just going to be completely honest. I think that they are more talented and have better music. Does that like, so Justin's streams don't determine whether he's a better artist or not. And I think that when you equate streams to people having better music, it just takes out like it just makes it less authentic of an experience to actually enjoy someone's music. And then to have a streaming war where other fandoms like help your fandom and try to like block somebody else, that's just ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. It's all immature, and I really don't like it, and I don't participate in that. If my favorite artist is coming out with music, I'm going to stream their music. And if somebody else is coming out with music who I don't like I openly do not like Selena Gomez, if she's coming out with other music, I just don't care. Like, I just don't listen to her music because I don't like her music, and I genuinely don't like her. So why would I listen to her music? That doesn't mean that I'm going to then help, I don't know, Dua Lipa or someone. Like, I'm going to help her stans, you know, block Selena, and then Dua will be number one. I don't care about either one of them. So why would I listen to either one of them? The whole logic to me, like, I understand what they're trying to do, but I think that it's just so unauthentic, and it's not the music experience that we're supposed to be having. So yeah, streaming wars are dumb to me. Next, fan cams. I hate when people put fan cams under random hashtags. So like, let's say that there's a hashtag trending. Hashtag Camila Cabello's over party, right? Where Camila actually did something bad, but you can't see what she did wrong when you go on the hashtag. You're trying to see, why are people canceling her? You know, when you're trying to go on the hashtag on Twitter, all you see are these dumb fan cams where people are just like, stream this person or something like that. First of all, that fan cam is the last thing that is going to make me want to listen to their music or go to a show or anything like that. So you're really doing, opposite thing that you tried to do. You tried to get more supporters, and all you got were people who really resent the artist, not because of the artist themselves, but because of you as the stan. So that just backfired in and of itself. And I think at this point, a lot of these stans, who are mostly K-pop stans, I have to call y'all out because y'all do this the most. Like, y'all do this, and it's like, why? Why do you do it? It's like you're trying to annoy people at this point. Like, you're trying to just, you know that it upsets people, and that's why you do it. And like, they go under every single controversial thing or like big thing that happens on Twitter, and they just flood the hashtags and flood the trending topic with fan cams, and it just makes no sense. And the fan cams are never that good. Honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest, when I watch those fan cams, when I like actually, you know, stop scrolling through the hundreds and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stop on this one and really see what they're talking about, and I watch it, I am always disappointed because it's never actually good. I mean, if you're going to give us a fan cam, if you're going to make everybody miserable by having to watch these fan cams and being flooded on their timeline with these fan cams, please at least make them look good. And for people who are confused, fan cams are pretty much videos that fans take of their favorite artists at concerts. That's what fan cams are. And it's really mostly a K-pop thing. Like, K-pop stans are like, they overwhelmingly made this a thing because it really wasn't that much of a thing. Like, people posted their favorite artists, you know, and all of that. They posted those videos, but they didn't ever call it fan cams or do it the way that K-pop stans do it until K-pop stans did it. And all it does is honestly make so many people resent K-pop and K-pop stans in general, and then not want to listen to the artist, because that is my energy. I'm like, listen, you guys are annoying, so I don't want to listen to these artists now because I can't even do it. Like, it just turned me off, and I know that it sucks that it turned me off, but like, I already didn't really want to listen to K-pop in the first place, and then having to look at these fan cams whenever I'm trying to see, like, you know, who died or something, and then they're just flooding things with K-pop fan cams is ridiculous. And then on top of that, what they do is, like, if someone dies, if anybody dies, they'll be like, well, maybe if they stand Luna, and then they post a video of Luna dancing like a Power Ranger, or Luna dance, you know, it's a group. Luna, they're a group. Anyways, they post a video of them dancing like a Power Ranger, and then they expect me to stand them. They expect me to respect them after they just disrespected a dead person and said that if they stand Luna, and then you have a fan cam, and it's not even a good fan cam, it's just all a mess. So yeah, fan cams are extremely annoying. I understand fan cams, like, if you're like appreciating the artist, that is one thing, but then to overload a topic with someone just dancing for no reason, it's just annoying and ridiculous, and nobody likes it, so please stop. I know that they probably won't, but we can hope, right? Anyways, yeah, fan cams, very, very annoying. The next thing that I hate about Stan Twitter, but I also love about Stan Twitter, and I also utilize myself on Stan Twitter, it's a weird thing, but anyways, the power of being anonymous. As you can see in this tweet, there are a lot of people who use Stan Twitter and the fact that you can be anonymous, and the fact that you can be anonymous on the internet in general, to their advantage to spew negativity. Now, on the positive side, I'm just going to say the positive first. The great thing about being anonymous on Stan Twitter that I can attest to myself is the fact that you can be your true self without people like prejudging you for who they think you are. So on like my normal social media, people already have a prejudgment of who I am because of their interactions that they have had with me in person. You know, on my normal, like, you know, just my actual social media pages, a lot of the people, most of the people that follow me and most of the people that I follow back are people that I have interacted with in person. And so I kind of reserve who I truly am and my true thoughts and opinions because I don't want people to look at me weird, even though I'm not I don't think that what I think is wrong, but people will then think that you're weird because you stan people or because you're into that kind of stuff. And so going onto your stan Twitter and being anonymous, one, you can have as much confidence as you want in the world because you're confident in who you are most of the times. People are mostly confident in what they think, in their opinions. And so being able to put that out without, showing your face or showing what you look like, which is what a lot of people are not confident in, it just frees a lot of people to be able to really be themselves and to create communities where, I've seen a lot of people become best friends on Stan Twitter and have like really good friendships. And even though I haven't had that because I'm more into like real life interaction, a lot of people really they gain a lot of great relationships, and I love that about Stan Twitter. And you can really truly be who you are because you can be anonymous and because you don't have the weight of like, just having yourself be out there. It's more so like who you are is out there, but not necessarily like the outer packaging. I don't know how to explain it, but if you are a stan and you understand what I'm saying, please comment down below like that feeling, because it's just a great feeling to know that like people like what you actually have to say as a person and you're not weighed down by like who you are in real life, if that makes any sense. However, a lot of people take the fact that you can be anonymous on the internet, on Stan Twitter, and they tweet things like this. And that's where I have a problem with it, because people will not face the consequences for the things that they tweet, the things that they say. When you wish death upon people, when you say disgusting things like that, you need to be held accountable. You need to be held accountable because that is disgusting and you need to not put that out into the world. I have seen so many people tear down so many different people to the brink of where they might want to hurt themselves because of what you said when you could be anonymous on the internet. And that is the most disgusting thing. I know that a lot of people might take my channel and be like, well, you're doing the same thing. But there is a line that I refuse to cross, a line that I would never cross in this life or the next. There is one thing that I just won't do it. I refuse to do it. And there are a lot of people who won't refuse to do it. It shows people's true characters without showing you who they actually are as a person. So I think that the anonymous part of Stan Twitter and just the internet in general shows you who that person is, but you don't know who that person is, like their name or like where they're from or anything like that, to pinpoint that is the person that you need to be held accountable. Like, this person needs to be held accountable for the things that they say and who they are as a person. When you tweet stuff like this, it shows who you are as a person, and you are scum, and you are the scum of the earth. So yeah, the fact that you can be anonymous and just say things like this, yeah, I really do hate that about Stan Twitter and just the internet in general. Next, and I can't really give you an example of this, like I can't show you on the screen an example of this, because then I would be like exposing people that I know on Stan Twitter a lot of the times, but I hate those group chats. If you know what I'm talking about, a lot of people make group chats where all they do is they send tweets in the group chat where they ask people to like their tweet so it can go viral. I hate that. Like, supporting my tweet group chats, like, how insecure do you have to be? Like, in what world is that? Like, just tweet what you gotta tweet. Likes and stuff, it's not that deep, sis. If people don't like your tweet, they don't like your tweet. It is what it is. If they decide not to like your tweet, it is what it is. But to send it in a group chat and be like, hey guys, let's like each other's tweets and stuff, that's such clownery. Like, I hate that. I also hate when like someone is followed by, let's say, Justin Bieber. I just use that example because, that's the stan realm that I'm in. Anyways, Justin Bieber follows someone, and so then they're like, retweet this tweet and I'll put your username in a group chat that I send to Justin, because he only gets messages from people he follows or whatever. I'll put this in a chat with Justin so he can follow you too. Like, so you're just spamming Justin Bieber with a bunch of usernames. That is the most annoying thing. If I was a celebrity and I actually like looked at my DMs and saw someone was doing that, I would just unfollow them, because at this point you don't care about the fact that like I'm following you and you could like use that DM to like have an actual human interaction with me. You'd rather me just like follow like people. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't like that. So yeah, the group chats and everything like that are so annoying. They really are. They're so annoying. A lot of times I really don't like being in group chats. I might be in them for like specific reasons, but most of the times those group chats and just those chats in general are just very, very annoying. Next, fanfictions. Wattpad. Now, if you don't know what a fanfiction is where stans they kind of make up a story, including their favorite person, their favorite celebrity. So again, I'm going to keep using Justin Bieber as an example, but like a girl will make a story about how like Justin Bieber kidnapped her and then they fell in love. Do you know how many stories I've read of like Justin Bieber, like One Direction kidnapping a girl and then they fall in love? Like Stockholm syndrome, hello. Like the amount of things wrong with like all of these stories that we all thought were okay when we were like 14 is ridiculous. Like looking at back now and thinking like, what in the world was I thinking? I mean, there are so many stories of like Justin Bieber being a bad boy and he's like a drug dealer, and the fact that it's like written by some 14-year-old girl in like the suburbs of LA and she's writing about a bad boy and the criminal life when she probably has no clue what any of that actually entails or what any of that actually is, or like it's insane. These stories, most of them are extremely ridiculous, and like on Twitter I see people hyping them up still to this day. They've kind of died out a little bit, but they still hype them up, and all I think is the writing is horrible. The storylines are usually not good. I mean, there are a few that are good, and they are few and far between, but most of them are not. And people really do hype them up. And I've like written fan fictions too. And I can even think back and be like, whoa, those were actually horrible plot lines. So yeah, just fan fictions are they're not really that good. And now I will sometimes read them for a laugh because I'm like, what in the world were we thinking? I mean, at the time we thought like we were novelists, like we were like, this is Jane Austen, like we are reading Emily Dickinson type work. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, they were horrific. I mean, just grammatic they're horrible, and we thought they were so good. Yeah, fan fictions kind of suck. The last thing that I hate about Stan Twitter, and the most annoying thing I think about the internet in general, but really it's rampant on Stan Twitter, is people being fake woke. And I think that people like to act like they care about social justice issues only when it benefits them. So let's say you like, I don't know, Harry Styles, and you dislike, I don't know, Taylor Swift. You love Harry Styles and you hate Taylor Swift. So what you will do is you will try to find anything that Taylor Swift has done to be racist or to be xenophobic or anything like that. You will try to use anything to then say, look, she's a bigot. And then you'll disregard anything that Harry Styles might have done. I don't know if he's done anything or not like that, but you'll disregard anything that Harry Styles has done because and then you'll try to just like ignore that, or you'll try to make excuses for him. And mind you, many of these people are not part of these groups that are offended or have been hurt. So a lot of times I see it's, oh my gosh, it's so rampant where like non-black stans will then call out someone for being racist, but then when they look at their own favorite person, it's like, whoa, what? And I know a lot of people are going to try to use the whole like Justin Bieber's racist. I don't believe that man is racist. He had that video that was disgusting. It was a horrible video. There's no way I'm going to deny that. I would be a straight up plain bull-faced liar if I tried to say that video was okay. But I believe truly that he has changed. He's changed in a lot of ways since he was 15. I mean, in a lot of different ways. And I don't think that he was ever racist, honestly. And like I said in that Camilla video that I made, I won't even call her racist. And she called Normani that I didn't know that she actually did say this, but She called Normani the N-word with a hard R and Obama. Like, you're calling people the N-word, like, with a hard R? You're calling your own bandmate? And she wasn't 15. She was, like, in her late teens, early 20s when she did that. So there's a difference between situations. I will say that. However, when there isn't a difference in situations, stans will ignore that because they don't actually care about being woke. They don't actually care about these social issues. They don't care about anything like that. They will only use these social issues to benefit them. And that's what bothers me the most. If you're going to have that energy for anyone. Actually be an ally. Because when you fake being an ally, really, you're an enemy. That's just how I personally feel. Because it's like you're using what we're saying as if it's not valid. It's kind of like you're toying with things that are not to be played with. Racism, especially, it's rampant with people using, this person is racist, but this person is racist for this reason and this reason and that reason and the other reason. You're messing with it. Because now a lot of the times these claims won't be taken seriously because you decide that you want to use racism when it benefits you. Like, when someone else is racist who you don't like, you are quick to say something. But when your own fave has been, exposed for being racist suddenly, they were only 28. They were only 28, and that was only like a year and a half ago. So like, they're totally not racist now, and like, they apologize with like a Notes app apology. Like, that's totally fine. Like, they're totally fine. I hate that. Okay, if you're gonna have that energy and if you're gonna act woke, actually be woke and actually be educated on these situations. Be educated on these situations. Care about these situations, which a lot of the times people don't. So I can't respect a lot of stans who do that and act fake woke, and just try to act like they're up on social issues when they're not. Just don't act like that. Just don't even say anything at all, and no one will have an issue. But don't act fake woke. I hate that a lot. Anyways, that is it for me. This video was long, but I hope you understood the gist of what I was saying about each of the things that I listed in this video. And just understand that if you're going to start to, join Stan Twitter, it is a war zone. It is a messy, chaotic place. It can be hilarious in so many different ways. I mean, stans coin so many terms and make so many memes. It is just ridiculous. And stans really are the cornerstone of like social media in general. But that's probably another video for another day. But there's a lot of things wrong with Stan Twitter. And it is a very crazy and insane place. And so if you're going to join, just be ready to like fight with everybody. And it is a ridiculous place. I don't know why I subject myself to this type of trauma and pain, but I do, and I love it. And I just go on there and I'm like, wow, this is a mess, but this is my mess. So yeah, I hope that's like a positive note, like ending it on a positive note. And also I'm ending it on a positive note because we have a picture of Tom Holland, who I stan. So yeah, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below what you think of any of the things that I said in this video. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why not? Are there any other things that you think that I should have mentioned in this video? Go ahead and comment that down below, and please do subscribe to my channel. Again, thank you so much for 300 subscribers. I am so overwhelmed by just how much love I have received on this channel, and I just thank you so much for being here with me and deciding to go on this journey with me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.